Today we're going to be discussing the top 3 trends that will take over in 2023, 2024, and beyond. These are just my opinions as a builder in the space. I'm full-time. I've started my own NFT collection. It's done quite well for itself. It's done over 6,000 ETH in volume. So I'm not just talking from an analyst POV or a trader POV or a consumer POV. I'm talking as an actual builder in the space who is living and breathing and pooping this stuff. So if you're excited to go over these, I think it's going to be a very interesting video, mainly because we saw the power of being early to these trends throughout 2020. For instance, if you picked up Cardano or you knew that L1s would explode, call it Solana, Harmony, there were so many. There was probably 10, 20, 30 L1s that all just went ballistic, that had no real developments, but simply the power of the narrative, the power of the trend propelled them to the moon. So now we're kind of taking a step back and thinking, okay, like, what's next? What could be next? What could we be early to? What should we start researching? That's the purpose of this video, and let's get right into it. Welcome to Conquer Crypto. If you're new here, my name is Dan. Like I said, I'm a builder in the space. I like to make these videos just to talk about the markets, to elevate the space, provide you value, and help you, whether you're a trader, whether you're a freelancer or a founder, to just get us in a better spot. I think the space needs more education. The space needs more ambassadors with high integrity, and I hope to be one of those people to just continue to make the space better and build this Web3 future that we're all yearning for. So if you're excited to see this video and you'd like to see more content like this, that's just unfiltered, raw, no drama, no BS, please smash up the likes and let me know what else you'd like to see down below. All right. The top 3 trends that I think are going to be absolutely massive. The first one, first and foremost, is DeFi. DeFi is in a peculiar spot now because after what happened with FTX, there is a lot of centralized exchange fear, which is very powerful for DeFi. There's this catalyst now which is propelling a lot of people to want to use DeFi over centralized finance, right? So that's a big W. But the only caveat with that is there was still like $6 billion lost throughout the last 24 months on these DeFi protocols. That's a lot of money. Like smart contract hacks, cross-chain bridges, all this stuff. They were $6 billion worth of value is a really big number, and frankly, it's just disgusting and unacceptable. So there's a unique arbitrage here where if we can get a DeFi project that can solve security and also solve friction, because there's still a lot of friction, like learning Solidity is difficult. A lot of developers are used to easier programming languages, and Solidity takes a lot of time to learn, and you spend so much time learning just to deploy a smart contract when you're better off just actually creating these apps that you want to create and having all of the smart contract dirty work being streamlined, or at least in a programming language that you're familiar with. So when we get a coin, or not a coin, a protocol or an L1 that can do that, and that is really heavily focused on DeFi and all things Web3, that is something very special that could absolutely pop off. It has all the right narratives. It's in a fantastic spot to rip and destroy. There's always an allure to a new kid on the block, so keep that in mind. I think DeFi is going to change completely from what we've known it. I think it's just been in this weird financial or tech experiment that has failed in many ways and has done well, but it still has a lot of room to grow and to do better. And this is an industry that is worth hundreds of trillions, guys. Like, the financial sector is worth hundreds of trillions. So when someone gets this right and they get all the right elements down, it's going to be worth so much. It's going to be worth so much. Okay, so DeFi, big one. Secondly, gaming. Obviously, you probably already know this one, and you hear it all the time, but I have a unique take on it. The crypto gaming we saw in 2021 was just all Ponzi-nomics, play to earn BS. I think with gaming going forward, what you want to be looking for are these builder communities, such as Neo Tokyo, that are just about bringing people together to learn together, to network, and to build dope stuff. And the more elite and harder it is to penetrate this group, the better, because the higher the bar of intellect, the higher the quality of people. the smartest and highest quality people will create the best stuff. The best stuff will get the most users. The most users will attract the most investors, and that's how you essentially go to the moon. So I think these gaming communities are going to be really dope to look into and will do very well. This is more NFT related. I've done a video on it actually. You can go check that out. But more than that, I think with gaming specifically, the trend you want to see is play to collect. Play to earn, it's done. Like, I don't think I think it's just too much of a it's a too financialized model. It's just way too financialized. And because of that, you attract the wrong type of people. You want to be attracting the people that play World of Warcraft, that play League of Legends. And the game studios that are on the right track, search up Big Time. I think it's called bigtime.gg or Big Time Game. Big Time is in the right direction. Gala is in the right direction. Alluvium is in the right direction. They're creating games that are going to be natively fun, that will have Web3 elements with no friction. And so, like, it would have been nice if the 2,000 hours I put in League of Legends at least gave me $100 or $200 back, or at least I owned all the skins and I owned all those collectibles and I could just sell them if I wanted to, or keep them. Like, I wish I had that ownership, but I don't. I'm just leasing those assets from Riot Games. This is what people don't understand when they think gaming, NFTs, it's all a scam. Well, because a lot of bad actors were scammy about it, and I understand. But it's coming. It's inevitable. And when it finally clicks of like, damn, that sword that I worked so hard and did 5 quests to earn is actually mine. I can actually own this thing. Where if my account were banned or something were happened, I still own these assets and it belongs to me. That's very powerful. That's never been seen before ever in this digital world. It's always been a game of leasing these assets from these companies who are the ones benefiting the most from us, right? We pay money to lease the assets from them. We pay money to Fortnite to lease the assets to wear them. You don't own them. They're not yours, right? So that's going to be really big. These games that are actually fun, you need to find the truly fun games. You need to play them to see. And from an investment standpoint, I don't know, like with Big Time, you could buy land. You could buy their founder passes. They do have NFTs that are purchasable that will probably accrue in value if the game does well. So there are different ways to go about it. And with Alluvium, there is a coin. You could buy it and stake it. I believe in Alluvium. I think Alluvium's like a long-term play, but they are just doing all the right things. And I'm a wholehearted believer in that project. So that's gaming. So we talk DeFi, gaming, and then the last one on our list, I'm probably going to say, I'm going to combine them. I'm going to say Dows and AR VR. And these kind of go hand in hand because you can have AR VR experiences through a DAO. So DAOs are a stack on top of everything. So they're an evolution of the fungible token, right? Crypto tokens. And then they're also utilizing NFT technology. And so they're the third evolution where it combines that, and it's taking those tokenizations and using it as a social group and operating as a group and governing assets or governing group decisions through the blockchain, through smart contracts, seamlessly, trustlessly, right? So I think DAOs are going to be very, very, very big, and they're still very early. The reason for that is because we've never really seen governance like this before, where you can buy this token or buy an NFT and then gain rights to decision making. It's always been extremely difficult to get yourself in a boardroom, to get yourself in a position where you have a say in this organization that is worth $1 million, 10 million, $1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, 500 billion, etc. It's interesting. It's very fascinating. Oh, I think I got a sneeze coming. Oh, it's very fascinating, and I think with AR VR, it's going to be really cool to see people being able to use their Bored Ape NFTs as their Snapchat filter, and only people who own it can use the filter, so it's like this status flex, and I think it's going to add more utility to NFTs. and more utility to these valuable collectibles. So if you own a CryptoPunk or you own whatever your NFT might be, doing some sort of integration, which is already being done, by the way. There's already apps that are doing this. It's just not streamlined. It's not streamlined like Twitter, where you can verify your profile picture. But the dominoes are falling, guys, and Amazon is apparently getting into the NFT space via gaming. So we're just looking at the giants, right? We're looking at what they're doing. If you look at Polygon, you look at how they're building, and there's a lot of interesting clues here that are painting this bigger picture. So I'll probably do another video actually going over the hell? What the fuck? There's like green things falling from the sky. I'm giving out too much alpha and now green shit is falling from the sky. Okay, so we'll drop a comment if you've gotten this far in the video and you're like, yo, Dan, you're getting pooped on by some birds. Yo, I'm not even kidding, guys. There's literally like green stuff. Is this bird poop? I guess it's good luck, right? All right, we'll stop it there. Thanks for watching. By the way, down in the description, you're going to see a link to my trading secrets. It's my personal checklist that I use when I'm analyzing projects. It's basically how I find 10, 20, 30, 50, 40, 50Xers. It's a game changer. I've included a free checklist that you can use. That's just part 1. I'm going to send you part 2. It's completely free, as well as video training as well. And so all I'm going to ask for is your email. Just go and check that out. And I'm going to send that to you directly to aid you in your journey, so we're not sitting on the sidelines missing all the opportunities, or buying poo coins and going to zero, actually coming out on top and finally conquering crypto, baby. Anyways, this is Dan signing out. I'll see you on the next one.